Oh, sure, not you.
I'm being told I have a toast on top of my toast. Okay. I got nothing.
It's not working.
I have been waiting 40-something years for someone to tell me to wear jeans to a wedding. So I have to admit, I'm going to admit, I was a tiny bit skeptical about today. Not because I don't love John, not because I don't think they're perfect together, but because I have never heard two heterosexual people use the word partner so many times I thought that this was probably either someone body snatched my best friend, or it was Dana's very inappropriate attempt at a politically correct way of hijacking a word that I thought was typically reserved for people who couldn't legally marry. So I decided that I would look this up and look at the meaning of the word partner. And Dana actually might be onto something here. Allow me to explain. The Urban Dictionary, and this is the Urban Dictionary's somewhat edited and very censored definition of partner. Urban alternatics and metrosexuals don't have boyfriends, girlfriends, significant others, husbands, wives, etc. They have partners. Partners have many of the same characteristics as boyfriends and girlfriends, such as functioning genitalia, heartbeats, annoying habits, feelings, etc. They also have very distinctive behaviors and physical features. Partners generally subsist on ethical or sustainable diets of organic vegetables, free-range meat, and fair trade coffee. Often, male partners can be recognized by the presence of frappuccino glasses, fashionably unfashionable clothes, old man or quasi-military hat, hence the hat, a deliberately messy hairdo, or odd facial hair patterns. It is not uncommon for the male partner to undergo sympathy cramps at that time of month. Female partners usually sport boyish clothes, retro tees, or DIY skirts or blouses made of discarded towels, curtains, or tablecloths. Leg warmers are not out of place here. Female partners usually can be found in bars at a table with 3 or 4 guys, in addition to her partner, who is quietly sipping his microbrewed bitter nut dark ale while stewing in jealousy. Now, perhaps the last part isn't quite true, because we all know that Dana would be the one drinking the nut brown.
Wait a minute, where's Josh?
So, more traditional dictionaries had more traditional definitions, and things like someone who's associated with someone else, one who shares, that kind of boring stuff. But one of my favorite definitions in the more traditional dictionary was that a partner is described as one of the heavy timbers that strengthen a ship's deck to support a mast. Interesting. In the 30 years that we have been friends, I've seen Dana go through 1 or 2 handfuls of boyfriends, maybe a husband or 2, all good in their own way and all important in their own time. At the same time, I've seen Dana struggle through and thrive and flourish in situations where most of us would have just given up. I've seen her as a very young, newly single mother, successfully raising 2 young boys on her own on a waitress's salary. And later I saw her clawing her way through college, credit by credit, still raising several very young children and still working full-time as a waitress to support them, and graduating with a 4.0. My only job in college was to be a student, and I didn't have a 4.0. I've always been proud of how Dana struggled and came out shining. And I'm proud of the phenomenal children she raised. I always thought that her struggles, every struggle she came about, she rose above it. And I thought that that was a badge of honor. But really, it's time for her to stop struggling. And from what I know of John, he's had his share of struggles too. And to his credit, he is far more emotionally in touch with his struggles and able to express them than most men. That's what's unique about this relationship, this partnership that you see. There is no struggle. They make each other stronger. They make life better for each other. They make it easier for each other. They're both there to support each other, help each other, strengthen each other, to hold each other up. Like the heavy timbers on the ship's deck, they are, in the very truest sense of the word, partners. So, Dana, John, I'd like you to take Dana's hand and put your hand on top of hers. Thank you. And I want you to cherish this moment, remember this moment, because it is the last time you will have the upper hand. In a partnership, there is no upper hand. They are only equals. So, Dana, John, may your for better or worse be far better than worse. Mazel tov.